Hey, little Bort. I'll never forget that username. So cute. Little Bort. Is that your cat's name? Hey, Rihanna. How's everyone doing? I'm good, thank you. No, my name is Courtney. Oh, nice. That's smart. I didn't do that. I didn't think I would ever get popular on here, though, so my students are young, so hopefully that just doesn't happen. I already made an event for next week, so if you guys like to sign up on TikTok, you can do that now. Oh no, yeah. Middle schoolers definitely, and they know how to search. Forget what I was just doing. I was just checking to make sure that's up. Yep. So for March 27th next week at 6 p.m., I'll be live again. We're reading through Ralph's 1906 diary. We learned a lot about the Masons last week, so that was pretty cool. So now a lot of the things he's writing about, where he writes degree or when he gives us an abbreviation, we can kind of assume it's probably about the Masons, and now we have a link for where to look, where they have all the like terminology of his specific Masonic branch. I don't really know a lot about the Masons, but he's in the Royal Arch Masons. And it said on the page that I had, I can open it up. It's good to have open, I guess. It said it was like his group is called a chapter, so that makes sense. He was saying he met the chapter or went to chapter. I have it linked somewhere. Oh, I have it. It's on one of these pages. So this Wikipedia page gives us all of our terminology if we need it. I'll leave it up because I bet he'll be mentioning it again. So, Floating Pumpkin, cute name. I guess we'll continue. Start with May. We're in 1906. This is Ralph. He's up in the corner in case anybody is new. So, May 1st, in office. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I've been coming on every Thursday, but TikTok is weird about showing me to people, so thanks for coming back. In office, in AM, rain. Looking up records. Hello, Gaming with Jaden and Corey and Krista on YouTube. I'm trying really hard to make sure I also am looking at the YouTube chat. Looking up records and general office. I don't know. What do we think? Is that general abbreviated? Hey, Valentina. Lock. If you want to, Krista. Survey 124. W G R. I don't know what that means. WGR on Western Ave. Oh, walked grades. So he's an engineer, and he's the city engineer, so he's been doing a lot of walking grades. I don't really know exactly what that means, but he's been writing it out, and now this makes sense. On Western Ave, southwest corner, 5th to southeast 4th. I don't know. sorry, not west. That would be walked grades on Wellington. Oh, that's fine, Valentina. East corner, 4th, 200 feet east. This is getting more and more like his diary from 1901 that we read through, where he was working on the railroad and he gave us extremely specific details about each place he went and how many feet he traveled and where exactly the little stakes that he put in were. So he's starting to get more specific. He was not giving us this many details before, but now we're getting them. Although when he was working on the railroad, he was giving us like long coordinates, like 10-digit numbers. It's just too much. So at least we're getting some words here, not just numbers. Walk grades on C to 4th Street, northeast corner, 140 feet east. Staked out Home Park School, PM. Walked grades on Elm, east side, Fowler, 140 feet south. And then he's got the little ditto marks, so that must mean walk grade on Beach, Albany, and I don't know if that's South Douglas. It looks like it might be. He's in Waterloo, so these are all streets in Waterloo, Iowa. Also hunted for a line at Mobile? I don't know what that means, but that's what he did. All right, Thursday, May 3rd. Thanks for the follow, Rob. May 3rd, 1906. Walked grades on West 8th. Near Washington. I don't know. To West Corner, Bluff. This is so interesting. Walked grades on 3rd to A Street. Southwest corner, 140 feet south. I don't know. In Allen. I don't know what that is, if that's 140 feet south or if that's like 140. Like maybe that just means something that I don't know in his engineer world. Okay, sewer grades on B Street, 4th Street, east, walk and curb. Sewer, actually. Oh no, that's southwest corner, Grant and 6th. Maybe he has to keep these notes for work or something. Like maybe he needs to remember where he went and where he's... I don't know. It seems odd to write in your diary. Because this diary was like a day-to-day log of what he was doing. And now all of a sudden it's all just like work talk. Catch something on Allen Street sewer. Walk grade 2nd and B. What do we think that is? Catch. I know, where's the T, right? I know, sometimes we have to. Barrier, maybe. Sometimes we have to wait for it. He's not very revealing with any T. It was really nice when we read his diary and his wife before they were married. In 1903, they both wrote a diary and we had both of them. So we read through them together, and it was nice because it's the year they got married. Like, we got a little bit more juice. Walked grades 2nd and B, southeast corner, 140 degrees southwest. I think it actually was 140. Oh, not degrees, but 140 feet south, because now there's southwest, so that kind of makes sense. All right. May 4th. May the 4th be with you, right? Zoom out a tiny bit. All right, walk. Grade on 8. Washington to Bluff in AM. Actually, I think he's saying walked Washington to Bluff, period. In AM, office, and filed. Walk grade in Kingsley, Kimball, 150 feet east. We did find a couple of pictures of these places that he was talking about in the past couple of lives. Like, this is one of those corners he was talking about. We, like, actually located it on Google Earth. He's mentioning, that's his picture in the corner, which I thought was funny. And this place, he put in a sewer in this alley, or planned it. We could look them all up, but he's, like, mentioning so many of them that I feel like that would just be, it would take forever. But if anyone is really curious and wants to explore, just let me know. May 5th, in AM, levels of Kendall, Platt, or Plot. I will never figure out which one he's saying because he goes between them. In PM, levels for Greenfield Edition. That is a section of the city that's called Greenfield Edition. What are you using to look this up? I have a ton of old letters and books. The pictures here are actually just pictures I took of the physical diary that I have. So I'm just scrolling through the pictures that I took, and I'm using Google Docs to type them out. But to look up information about them, I use Ancestry, I use Find a Grave is a good resource. Thank you, Maria. Maria says, this is really cool. Thanks. A lot of Google, but those are good databases. Ancestry, Find a Grave is free. Family Search is another one with free. You have tons of diaries with hair, like hair in them. Oh, thank you, Grandma. Grandma said, happy day after your birthday. I missed a sentence for May 4th. Hold on. I shall check. Walk grade on 8 Washington to Bluff in AM office. Yes. Oh, I did. Thank you. Changed. And something building. I don't know what that is. Building line of home park school. Okay. Child's, oh, like children's hair locks. That is, I don't know. I think I'd be a little creeped out. It could be exit. Sure. Don't know. That's really interesting though. So what I'm doing here is typing out the diary so that I can search through it. Oh yeah, it could be erect building line. I don't know. I'm just gonna put a question mark to it. I'm typing it out so that I can search back if we need to, and so we have like a digital record of it, but the physical diaries will go back to, that's okay, Carly. I never know. They'll go back to descendants if we can locate them. But that's kind of like what we do. Walk grade on Vine, that's a street over there, 85 to 140 degrees east of northeast corner. Something, I don't know what that is. It's not sure. I find myself when he's talking about his work stuff to be like, I don't actually care that much, which is sad, but it's words that I don't understand anyways, so. Levels for park and Turfil? Do we think he used this more as just keeping notes for work? Right now, I'm feeling like yes. He was using it as a diary. He talks about work a lot, just anyways, but not this much into detail every day and only about work. So, I don't know. I think as of right now, he's using it to keep track of what he did at work. Does his diary become so short and non-descriptive? Well, yeah, now it's like a little bit short. It's similar to, I think that's Southeast. Sorry, I'm trying to read and answer your question. I checked grade sewer on D. I don't know if that's SE or C in PM. In his 1901 diary, he was talking a lot, only pretty much about work. In the 1903 diary that we read, did I say 1900? Okay, the 1901 diary, he was writing a lot about work. In 1903, he was writing about school because he was in college. And then about work after that, but he was like a professor, so it was a little bit different kind of work. But when he was on the railroad, he was giving us like exact coordinates of where he was, and this is getting to be kind of similar to that. It used to be so much more detailed about his personal life. Yeah, especially in the 1903 one, he was very detailed. Georgia, I'm assuming she still kept a diary, but I don't have that diary. So the only ones we have are Georgia's 1895 one, which we read when she was a junior in high school. That was pretty cool. A junior in high school in 1895. His 1901 diary, which we read, which was mostly about railroad stuff. Both of their 1903 diaries, which were both more personal. It was the year they got married. That was cool. And then this one, 1906, and then we have a 1907. The last one was pretty personal, a mix of everything. I think all he does now is work. Yeah, I think that's it. In office, it sounds like his work, too, is really... what does this say? People's? I think his work is really, like, active. He's doing a lot of traveling and walking all day. So maybe he's just so tired by the time he gets home he doesn't write about the rest of his day, or he doesn't do much else. I don't know. Profiles? Yeah, thank you. That makes more sense. Oops. We're going to blast through May. I wish we had more of Georgia's diaries. I feel like she gives us a little bit more. Definitely, but who knows? Sometimes we get a good story out of Ralph. We just have to get through all the engineer talk. What grades on mobile, or is it an F? I don't know. His B's kind of do look like that too sometimes. Something ICRR, that is the railroad, to Merriam West Side Street. There, Maria said, I missed last week. Any mention of Georgia? I think he's mentioned Georgia like 3 times in this entire diary. Levels on Miss McCollett Street, Lafayette to McCollett or Micolette Street. Sewer on 6th Allen to Locust. He means grade, walk grade, which is something to do with his engineering work. Oh, look at the change in handwriting. So interesting. The only reason I know that is because he was writing it out fully before for a while. Like he was writing walked grades. So the only reason I know that's what he means is just because of like repetition, and all of a sudden he stopped writing the whole word out. If he hadn't done that, if he hadn't written the full word in the beginning, I wouldn't have known what he was saying. Went to Waverly, Iowa at, is this a time? 6:25, we want to say? Don't know. I don't know. That's weird. I see a 6. Maybe it's like 6:0 with an apostrophe, like 6 o'clock. Don't know. I'll just put 6. No problem. Back at 3 a.m. Friday a.m. Expenses. So he is listing his expenses again for work. So I think this is a combo, diary and work journal. Railroad fare, $1 or $1.10. Expense D, which means dinner. How do I write this? 35 cents. I'll just, I don't know, put exactly what he put. I don't know. Supper, 25 cents. And then a check mark, and then a W, or maybe just a scribble. This is interesting because now his handwriting is really neat, and it's print. Sometimes he switches between the two. But it doesn't make sense. Like, why? All right, May 11th. Walk grade on Linden, 300 feet north of Northeast Corner, Lafayette. Lafayette Street. Levels. Is this a fun hobby for you or what? I get ads about it, but it seems like a lot of work for not much. You get ads about it? I don't know what you mean about ads. But it's fun for me. Or do you mean you get ads for like Ancestry? I'm not sure what you mean. This is just a hobby, yeah. But I think it's worth it because what I do is I go through everything and I just find it fun to like put the pieces together and figure out. Oh, okay. I'll answer that question in a second, or that comment. I like to figure out who the writers are and like put the puzzle together. I think it's kind of like a cool mystery. And then at the end, with my last couple of projects, I was able to return the diaries to descendants, which is like really rewarding. So, and it's just fun to come on here with all of you guys. So for me, it's worth it. I think a lot of people would probably think it's too much work for no real reason. But so you see the National Archives looking for people to translate cursive. Yeah, I actually did see those too. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because this is like just, for me, this is a hobby, but they probably should be paying people to do that. But I did see that, yeah. And I mean, some people just enjoy this kind of thing, and I do enjoy, I don't know why. I can't really just explain why, but I do like the act of transcribing it. It's kind of like mindless, but at the same time not. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And then there was another comment. What website are you using? This is just Google Photos. I just took pictures of the actual diary, and this is just Google Slides or Google whatever Docs. And then I use a lot of websites to search, like Ancestry, Find a Grave, things like that. But right now this is just Google and my pictures of the diaries. Skippy said, are you digitizing for record's sake? Are you assigned certain journals? So I am digitizing, I guess, for record's sake. I like to have the typed out version for research. Like when I'm searching for, let's say he mentions like a person. If he's mentioned that person before, I have all of the text so I can just Control F and like go find it. It's easier to recognize patterns and like look back and skim through things if you have it typed out rather than trying to read the handwriting every single time. Also, it's just like it becomes the product of just doing this. Like you just end up with a record, which is nice. I've also I try to return the physical diary to someone from a family member, a descendant if I can, and by creating like a digital version of the diary and by taking pictures, I have a digital copy that I can send. Like I can send the physical copy to one descendant, but then if more people are interested, they also have a digital record. The other thing that I've been I don't really have anything that's super, super old enough that this would actually make much of a difference. But one other reason that you should digitize old things is because if you've got, let's say, a really old diary that's kind of falling apart after a while, or you don't want to damage it by flipping through. If you digitize it, if you have like scans of the pages or pictures and then or searchable text, you no longer have to like flip through that diary every time you want to research something. So it kind of preserves it a little bit better. And then for me too, after I give the physical diary away, it's nice to have a record so that if something else ever came up, I'm able to search my old stuff and compare or something. So yeah, I don't know if that like totally answered the question, but that's my experience. Other people have other reasons for digitizing things, and like they might I don't really upload it anywhere, but like they might do that. I don't know. I have it on my website, but that's about it. Devin said, wow, okay, that's so smart. Thank you. I hope so. I don't know if I sound very articulate, but really interesting. I love putting all these clues. Yes, that's my favorite part, is like connecting the dots. That's why right now Ralph's diary is giving me a little bit like, because he's giving us a lot of places, but not a lot of people. I love to look up the people, and I collect all their little pictures. It's so fun. This is all of him, but I've got pictures of all their friends and stuff that we could find, and his classmates when he went to college. Like, it was cool to look all those people up. And whenever he'd mention somebody from college, it was really easy to look them up because they have yearbooks and yearbooks with photos. So I was able to like find a lot of them that way. Oh, nice. Casper? Is that how that's pronounced? I'm glad the algorithm brought me back. I'm glad you're back too. I do come on every Thursday. So if you want to, I make a live event on TikTok that you can sign up for just to give you notifications. If you want to come back. I also have, oh, nice. I also have a Discord channel where I send announcements before I go live. So if you're ever feeling like, oh, it never shows me her stuff, then that's how you can make sure you see it. But I'm here every Thursday pretty much at 6, unless something drastic changes. All right, I'm going to keep going. I don't think I forgot any. Oh, it is cool you're doing this for us. I would have never thought about this. Thank you. I would have never thought about it either, except I found a diary at an estate sale many years ago and started I'm reading survey as I'm talking, sorry. I started like researching it on my own. And then I realized, oh man, her handwriting's really tough. I should probably type it out so I don't have to like just fumble through it every time I want to start over and read again. So I started typing it. I kind of like got addicted to that process and then started finding really cool things about her and her family, and that's what started it. And then coming on the live, that is a totally different thing that I never would have expected myself to do, but here I am. Oh, thank you, Winnie, on YouTube. It is interesting to me, definitely, and I'm glad as I started to share it on here, a lot of other people find it interesting too, so it's fun to get to share that. I just thought I was a weirdo, and I am, but you know, a lot more weirdos are out there who like to research all this stuff and work together. All right, so levels on Nicolette Street survey. Oh, two separate sentences. Survey of lot 4. Caldendack? Not sure. 128 Lincoln. Well, we can look him up. I'm like tired today. I don't know. Yeah, there's dozens of you guys coming back every week. I'm like tired and I don't really feel like going to look up Caldendack, but we can do him in a minute because I think 128 Lincoln is probably his address, so maybe we could find him on a census. Walk grade on B and actually I don't know. Is that B and at an Ober? Oh, at B and at I don't know. Northeast Broadway to... He just writes letters on top of letters. Northwest Columbia. Any ideas on this? I don't know if this is one word or if it's Cloberm. I don't know. I think it's B and. Like, there's a B Street. Beat Knober, maybe. I think we should look on Google Earth. 1 second. I have a project on Google Earth for this. Okay, so I'm going to look at B Street. It always brings me all the way to Africa. So strange why it does that, but B Street, Waterloo, Iowa. No place with this name shows. Oh, okay. The John Deere factory. So it seems to me like this B Street is probably not the same B Street and probably not the same A Street. Sometimes they... That seems new too. AB Avenue. What a boring name. Some of them have like B Street West now. No, I don't know. Bratnober. Oh, really? Thank you. That's probably it. Bratnober. It's in the right area. Where the heck did it go? Here. Bratnober Street. Okay. He said, I thought he said Linden, but could it say Lincoln? Oh, well, here, we've got Lincoln here, actually. First one is definitely Linden, but 128 Lincoln, walked grade on Bratnober. Yeah, that's an R. He just kind of did it weird. Nice. Thank you very much. I love that. Okay, let's see what's at 128 Lincoln. Let's see if that house looks like it's been there since 1906. 128. Oh boy. Looks like it's been there for a while. I don't know about 1906. I'm not really good at looking at houses and knowing how old, but man, it's definitely an oldie. Oh, she old. Look at that boat. You think the boat's been there since 1906? It's sad. The house is like abandoned. Okay. Well, we can look on Ancestry. And maybe we'll search the census for Caldendack. Oh, I don't know like when anyone would be born. I guess we'll do it this way. 1900 census. The boat is the newest thing about it, yeah. I'll just write Caldendack. Lived in Waterloo. Oh, you too, Winnie. Have a good one. Okay. Search. Let's see if anything pops up. I could also narrow down the dates, but... Okay. 1910, Anna Caldendack. Let's see if she's on Lincoln Street. Conger Street. John Anna Caldendack. Well, that name is pretty, at least to me, unique. Is Fritz in their family? Yeah. Okay, so Irving, Elsie, Adolph, Fritz, Anna, and John. This is all the same family. Roy is different. Roy is also on Conger Street. though. John, Elsie. 1905, let's see. Maybe in 1905 they're on Lincoln Street. Ooh, hold on. It does actually say street names. Let's find him. It's a long last name. I think I can find it. Oh, I have such a hard time scanning. Gotta zoom in. Caldendak. Not there, I don't think. Right here. Argyle Street. Not him. Well, I don't know. At least we found the people. Argyle Street, yeah. It's not them on Lincoln Street, though, unless maybe they bought land and they're surveying it or something or other. I don't know. Okay. May 12th. Survey for park on River 4th to 3rd Street, east side of River, in AM. Plat of same in PM. Do you think we'll finish May today? May 13th. A Sunday, went driving in AM. I'm very grateful you use YouTube because I can catch up. Oh, nice. I'm glad that you are using it. I'm glad that it's worth it. It's also really easy for me now, so I don't even think twice about it. Before, I used to have to download these massive files off of TikTok's, like, streaming service and then upload them to YouTube, and it took, like, hours every week. But I don't have to do that anymore. Because I stream on YouTube also, it just automatically uploads it, and it's been amazing. Seems like, actually, when I peeked before, YouTube's getting some traction today. 68 views, which is nothing compared to TikTok's views that I get, but like still, YouTube doesn't really seem to like send it anywhere. It just kind of sits there, so I'm surprised to see that many. I get the views later when people go back, I guess, and like rewatch, which is horrifying to me. I never rewatch them because I can't, but like I'm glad that it's useful to you. 4th to 3rd till 9. Levels. Howery and MS Williams. Edition till noon. Walk grades on 12th East Side. I'm pretending I understand what he's saying. 12th East Side, corner to BH. Walk grades on 13th. He can't even bother to write these things. Corner to Jeff. Walk grades on 13th. East side corner to Black H. That's standing for Black Hawk. Levels 13th. East side corner to, oh, hold on. Okay. Walk grades on 13th. East side corner to Jeff again. I don't know, because he put just the dittos again. So I guess he did the same thing twice. Levels 13th. East side corner to Black Hawk. Levels 12th east side corner to Jeff. Okay, It's like the Ralph code we have to crack. Except I will not be cracking that code. Just typing it. May 15th. Helped Peterson something Emerson. What does that say? Emerson School. Helped Peterson at, probably at, just written over another word. Yep. At Emerson School. 8 to 10:30. Yeah, he does that a lot. Walk grade on C 4th to 5th south side till 3. Oh my god, was he rushing or something? Like, what is that? 3. I'm just gonna write 3. Do you have an archive of all the journals you transcribed? Yes, I do, on my website. My website is thingslostandfound.com. I can show you in a second. East side and on south 150 feet southeast of east corner 7th. We'll pretend that makes sense. So it is www.thingslostandfound.com. You have to put the www for some reason. I have to fix that, but I don't think it works without it. But on my website, you can click on our different projects. Like, this is the Slippy Diaries. This is the one I'm doing right now. We've done a few diaries so far. This is the 5th one. And these normally load, they're Google Slides. When I'm on live streaming, it never loads well because I'm using so much of my internet, I think. But if you click on them, you'll be able to... Oh, thanks. Awesome. I'm glad that, again, people like actually want to read them and stuff. It's not loading at all. Oh, here we go. So you can like read through the different diaries that I've done. I also have done some other projects, like the Weatherman Diaries has a tab. This is a finished project where I successfully returned the diaries to Jim, who is the diary author's great-grandson. So I located him after a long time searching. We finally got him, and I sent the diaries to him. So this is like an interview I did with him. He was awesome. I have to reach out to him again soon, see how he's doing. But those diaries are with Jim now. And then this is the 1917 diary I was talking about that started my whole hobby. I don't have it on here like page for page, but this is a presentation I did about it at a museum. So yeah, I've got like a lot on here. Mostly the Weatherman Diaries, like all of those, there's 3 of them. All of them are fully transcribed on here, and so are the Slippy Diaries so far. Maybe 3 o'clock with the OO overlapping. Possibly. Yeah, probably. Oh, I have a cool little side note too. So I've been working, every once in a while I pull out these old photos that I have and I try to research those because it's a little bit, oh yeah, I do. Mayo asked if I have a Patreon. Yes, it's under Things Lost and Found, and it's also accessible on my link tree. So if you go to my bio on TikTok, link tree is there and you can click on it. And in exchange for the Patreon, if you subscribe to that, I have a Discord channel where the diary detectives, who are my subscribers, we can like chat with each other, send each other projects, and help each other figure things out. And then we also have monthly video chats. And the next video chat is going to be next week, next Wednesday. So if you're interested in that, it is a fun place to be. How does one get started with this hobby? You should... Oh my god, yes, awesome. I would love to help you, Mayo. I was just about to talk about my pictures too and I forgot, but let me address Lily's comment. How do you get started with this hobby? I just got started with this hobby because I stumbled upon it, but if you wanted to try something like this, you can get your hands on a diary from eBay or old letters from antique stores or pictures from antique stores. I like starting with pictures because they're like little chunks instead of a big giant diary. You can also get started by joining my Patreon. Plug. But a lot of people in the Patreons have ongoing projects that if you wanted to just like try it out and see if you liked it, you could try it without buying your own diary. without spending the money on that, but I enjoy it. If you like genealogy, if you like history and mysteries, like that's why I like it. I like putting the pieces together. But with the pictures, I like pulling out some of my old photos sometimes because they're like smaller research goals, where like a diary is sometimes a pretty big project to take on. Histories, mysteries. Yeah, isn't that a show? I probably watched that. I feel like that's a show. What was I saying? Oh, especially, so old photos though, you have to, in my experience, have either know where it came from and know who the people are in the picture, or have names on the back. So I always look when I go to antique stores for pictures with old photos with names on the back. And I picked up a bunch of them at this antique store in New Bedford a while ago. And it turns out they're all like, I should have known this, but like I thought that the owner of that booth at the antique store put the names on them, so they were all labeled the same way. They had like a typewritten piece of little slip of paper taped to each photo of the name of the person in it. So I don't know why I thought that like the booth person did that, but it must have been whoever had that collection of photographs before the antique booth owner got their hands on them, because it turns out when I started to research them, like they're all related to each other in some way or another. They're like distantly related. But I noticed when I was looking up some of them, I was reading articles about them, and like they'd mention a family member that also attended a wedding that they went to, and it was like one of the other names in the pile that I had, and I was like, wait a second, hold on. So now I'm in this deep hole of trying to connect all these pictures that I have of different people from Western Mass. And I found a descendant who is going to take them off my hands after I connect them, of course. But she just answered me today. We had connected back in August. Like someone gave me her name from one of those town Facebook groups. And I was so excited because I was like, oh, finally I'll be able to. Oh, thank you, Mayo. Oh, my God, I'm so glad to have you. If you have a Discord, you can just click on the link that Patreon will send you. So Patreon's going to send you like a welcome email. If you click on the link in it, it should just automatically join you. But if you don't have a Discord, you'll have to make one if you want to be in the Discord. But I think you should. So let me know if you need help. I'm here to help you. So yeah, those pictures, when I'm done with some of them, so I can send her some now, but I'm going to send them to her. She originally, this is what I was saying. Someone connected me to her in August. She had like answered a comment on the Facebook page, so I was like, yes. And then I messaged her and she never answered me, but we're like friends on Facebook now. So I saw her on Facebook today and I messaged her again and she was like, yeah. So cool. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But if you wanted to see, what are those videos called? They're on my TikTok somewhere. I don't know if I have them in like a nice, neat little playlist though. I don't. See how far back they are. I haven't been making many videos, so they're probably not that far. Oh, it's the Manning ladies. So it's probably about, if you scroll a little bit down, you'll see like Bessie Manning, Emma Farley Manning. Those are the three Manning ladies. And then there's also, I have a bunch of other relatives that are related to them that I didn't know I have pictures of. So that's their little story. All right. Well, Mayo, perfect timing because, well, I hope I learn your real name so I don't have to call you Mayo, but Mayo is cute. Oh, Maria. Oh, yeah. I guess you came to the, wait, I thought you were in there, Maria. You came to our Google Meet. I thought you were in there. I'm so sorry. I should have realized that and reached out to you. Well, definitely let me know if you can't get in. I will help you. I'm sorry. I really thought you were in there. Oh, you know New Bedford. You're from Raynham. I'm not far from Raynham. And New Bedford. And it's odd because I've actually bought some old photos in Western Mass, like where these pictures around where they were all from. But these happen to be in New Bedford. They were at the, I don't know if you're an antiquer, but they were at the Whaling City Antiques, I think it's called, in New Bedford. I have an old travel journal from 1917, and I found a descendant of the writer, and she was very, cliffhanger. Offended. No. Oh, that's sad. I've never, luckily, come across that before because that would break my heart. That is sad. Offended that you reached out or offended that you read the travel journal? I'm so, oh, she thought you were a scammer. Okay, that happened to me, actually. A lot of time. I know. Well, don't feel guilty. Oh, you love anything old. Yeah, that place is awesome. That place is like an entire day gone of like walking around, and I found old, I like to look at the old postcards. They have a ton of those there. And then I have a couple booths that they always have old pictures. I haven't been in a long time though. Yeah, so when I was reading the Weatherman Diaries, which is the one I showed you guys that I connected with Jim, unfortunately, the first time I reached out to Jim was through Facebook, because Facebook is like the easiest way nowadays to find someone and like send them a message, but it sends your message to Facebook requests a lot of times, and he ignored me because he thought I was a scammer. And then, like months later, an article was written about the project. I reached out to a local newspaper that was like local to where the diary was written, and they did a story on it, and the reporter from the story reached out to him. Yes, exactly, if the message went to requests, and it is like a weird thing to be reached out to randomly about, and good for him for being wary, you know. But he had told me when I finally did reach out to him, he said, yeah, I got your message, but I thought it was a scam. Like, but then when he got the call from the reporter, he realized it wasn't, and he was so excited. Walk grades on south corner, 7th, 150 feet southeast. Reset grades maybe on alley south of South Street. We can find this alley between Hammond and Linwood. I don't know why I like finding the alleys better. I know why I like it, because it's not like an easy just type in Hammond Street. You have to piece it together. So we're looking for an alley south of South Street between Hammond and Linwood. There's a Hammond Avenue and a Hammond Court. Let's see, Hammond Avenue. Oh, that's long. South of South Street between Hammond and Linwood. Let's look up Linwood. Okay, that's the other one. So, is Hammond Court Hammond Ave here? Okay, so it is the same street. I don't know but if someone found my great grandmother's journal or anything, I'd give them all my life savings. It's the same. That's I think part of me just hopes that someday like someone will reach out to me, because that is like, it's amazing to think about. Is this a dirt road? Oh, it looks like it's blocked off. I wonder if in Street View it is. No, in Street View it's paved. They must have been like digging it up. It's just Ralph digging it up to reset the sewers. Okay, so we're looking for Linwood, Hammond, and South Street. South Street. We're looking for an alley south of South Street between Hammond and Linwood. Oh, I wonder if it was here before this church. There are so many alleys. Oh, sorry, really loud sound. It thinks I'm not here. Looks like a construction site spoke too late. Yep, I think it may be that top left corner too. Top left corner of, okay, hold on. Like here? Oh wait, there's Hammond Court too. Here? There's a lot of little alleys in this city. that are actually like just seem like full-on streets. It's interesting. Yeah, it must have been through here or something. Okay. That was sad because the other ones we actually were able to find the exact alley and like look through it. It was cute. Well, let's see. Him to Linwood. Went to lot sale till 4. Office 4 to 5. Went up to asphalt pairing. End of Independence Ave. I know it's Independence Ave because last time we figured it out. With ICRR engineers. That's the railroad. Went to Geo Turner's office to rehearse RS in RAM. Okay, we know a little bit more about these abbreviations now because we learned he was a Royal Arch Mason. That's what RAM stands for. And let's find out what RS is. Maybe it's in here. Oh, it's just going to give me every combination of R and S? That's annoying. To rehearse RS. And it might be in here somewhere. Oops. There's nothing with the periods. Hello. I can never say your name confidently. Melotimbal? I always forget. Melotimbal? I know I got it one time, but I hate butchering people's names. Walk. Royal songs. Yeah, royal songs. Let's rehearse our royal songs. Like it. Walk grade. Close enough. Oh, no. Any mention of rehearsals? He does rehearse with his quartet, but I don't think that's what he's talking about. Walk grade on 13th northwest corner to southwest Black Hawk. Walk grade on Wellington 5th to 6th south side. Walk grade 12th southwest corner to northwest left. Set. Jet. I do not know. 12th. Okay, let's look at 12th Street. I don't know if it's the same though. Okay. 2, we're looking for like something with ETT. I was looking to see if it was bluff. It's not. Oh, Jeff? Could it be Jeff? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Sabrina. Or, Sabine. So, Jefferson, yeah. Okay. Walk, grade, and levels, 11th, and Hawthorne. Thanks for sticking with me through the boring list of streets, guys. Survey of... Oh, I know what this says. Sans Souci. Something. Off. Cut off. Cut off? That is a park. Sans Souci. I don't have it in here. I have it somewhere. I think it's in the... 1903 one. Oh, it's cut off, ironically. I'll fix it. Sans Souci. It's not in here? Where the heck was it? Maybe it was in Georgia's diary. Okay, I swear to God, one of them mentioned it at some point. I don't know. It's not in any of those. Okay, where is it cut off for you? You can't read the diary page or my typing. Ooh, this is really, like, hard to read. Okay. Sewer. Grade. Ooh, grade. Diary page, we can see it now. Okay. On locust 6th to 5th. 7 to 10. Plot of Sans Souci cut off. Cut off? 9 to 10. Or no, 10 to 12. Pretty impressive that you can quickly read some of these words. I assume it's just due to practice. Yeah, it's after a while, like reading the same person's handwriting, you just pick up on patterns. But also sometimes I guess. Like at Waverly there, I just guessed that. I don't know. That might not be what that says, but... Okay. Returned from... Maybe it is Waverly. Waverly at 9:25. Okay, the entries I'm typing are a little cut off. On my screen, I can't see that. So, is it because I'm zoomed in? When I zoom in, it is cut off because I zoomed in really far. But let me know. Okay, is it because I zoomed in? Because when I'm on my computer, I do sometimes like zoom in pretty far to see what the word is. If I'm here, is it cut off? You see it? Okay. Just let me know. It's okay. I want everyone to be able to see it. But sometimes on my screen it looks fine, but then a little bit. Okay. I wish that the Google Photos here had a little bit more nuance when I scroll in and out. It kind of either goes like really far or not far enough. It's cut off here. I can't see the WEA. I have a hard time fixing it because by the time I get the Word document. Oh. What? But I don't have the WEA in the Word document. But I could move. Looks now good now. Yeah, see, that's the thing. By the time I like address it, then I've moved something and it's fine. So, okay. Just let me know if something is like severely cut off. Hi, Max. The Word document. Okay. On the edge, it's cut off. I can move myself a little bit and then move that. Not that that's like, I feel like super important. I think the diary picture is more important, but let me know if that's better. Perf, love it. Every week I have to adjust things just a tiny bit. It's so annoying that TikTok is not consistent on everyone's screen and just like in general. I don't know. Okay, survey of Sans Souci. Well, thanks for letting me know. Cut off. I don't know if that's cut off. He puts 2 T's, but 7 to 8:30. Silly that you can't see our view. Well, I can see like a preview, but it seems like it's different for everybody. Like, I can click preview, but sometimes when there's an issue and people are telling me, Cutliff? Ooh, what's Cutliff? Is that a thing? I literally live 20 minutes away from what he's writing about. That's really cool. You can help us with some of these names then. What's a Cutliff? That's... Cutliff. It's a last name. Cutliff Street. Oh, maybe. Or it could be, maybe it is Cutloff. Or no, it's two, there's Cutler, okay. It's two T's. Cutliff. I'm not finding one, but that's a good idea. Cutoff would make more sense. Deals with water by the river. Oh, okay, well, I think Sans Souci Park, which he might be talking about Sans Souci Road. It's an island. Is there, maybe there's a Sans Souci Road too. But Sans Souci Park is on the island. So that might make sense. And that's in the same town. Sorry if this has been asked before. Where did you get the diary? How did you get into doing it? Well, I started my hobby after I found a diary at an estate sale from 1917. And I just, like, on my own started researching that and had a really fun time doing it. And the lady who wrote it was really interesting. So it just kind of, like, started this journey. But, this diary was donated to us. So I did another project here on the TikTok live streams, which is actually conveniently already up. I was talking about it before. Oh, that's cool, Mayo. Yeah, 1917. What a year. I noticed you mentioned 1917 with the travel journals, but that is cool that, like, that's the one that started it. This set of diaries we called the Weatherman Diaries because we didn't know the author's name for a while, or at least for a little while. So he got the nickname the Weatherman because he talked about the weather all the time. So I read through these diaries. A newspaper wrote an article about the project, and that's how I connected with Jim, who is the diary writer's great-grandson. And he now has the diaries, which is nice. But in that process, like, because they wrote that article, someone read the article and reached out to me because they had these diaries that were also from Iowa that they weren't really going to do anything with. So he offered to donate them to us. So these were donated. Long story short, that's where I got these. Oh, really? In the Waterloo area? Is that what you're talking about? Hold on. Did I miss a comment? Or Sans Souci is a local island. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, we saw a house looking, was it on Lincoln Street? One of the houses that was mentioned. Oh, I didn't know that. There was a big flood. There was a house that was mentioned, and we looked it up, and it looked like it had been, like, abandoned for a long time. Yeah, a lot of the houses look pretty rough over there. I was wondering why. And that might, let's see. It was on Lincoln Street, 128. Your Google Slides are so amazing. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's why I do it. It's like a little digital scrapbook, I think of it as. And for me, too, I don't know why. I think because I'm a teacher and I use Google Slides all the time for my projects that I have the kids do, I just find it easier. And I like that you can move things around. And I like that you can link things to the pictures. So I just think of it as my digital scrapbook. They're cut off. Who is cut off? The abandoned houses, or are you joking? This is the house that we saw earlier that looked like it was in... Oh, the Sans Souci houses. Okay, yeah. I don't know if this is close to Sans Souci, though. It's close to the river, but... Oh, over here. Riverside Drive. Definitely by the riverside. How pretty. The grass is so green. It's just so organized and rich of info. Oh, thank you. I am glad that you appreciate it, because sometimes I spend so much time doing that and I'm like, who is even looking at it? But I really appreciate it. I'm glad someone else appreciates the wealth of information that is so hyper specific that nobody else would really care, but thank you. Walk grade on... I'm looking, so keep it up. I will. Thank you. Walk grades on Randolph. South corner, 5th. You should see the 1917 one that I have. I need to make like a version of that I can share on my website, because the one that I have is really, oh, Carly, thanks. The one that I have is really messy because it's just my dump that I put everything in, and it wasn't like meant for other people to see. But I think it'd be cool to show you guys all the pictures of the people I have, because that 1917 diary, she was really rich. She was in high society Brooklyn, and all of her friends were also like well-known fancy pants people, and they had pictures. They all had passports, so they had passport pictures that I was able to find of a lot of friends. They all like went to the same little debutante balls, and they had pictures of them there. So like I found a lot of those of pictures of her friends, and they're just really cool old pictures of fancy people from 1917. I'm so glad I came along after Anglesey, but I do like going back to watch. Yeah, I think I say this every time, I need to go back and like redo her diary, because there's so much more now that I know that I'd like to share. It's just so organized and everything connects. Yes, you get it. B, you get it. Everything connects, and it's like when you find a connection, it is like this dopamine hit. It's amazing. It's like a light bulb. It feels so good to like go, what? Like when I found out that Anglesey, who wrote the 1917 diary, her summer home that she talks about in the diary, like she goes there, her sister gets married there in 1917. It's a museum now. And when I found that out, and I was like, holy crap, like this is the house that she's talking about. This picture on the museum's website is her sister. It blew my mind. Like there are just some connections that are just like wild. This is the house. Oh no, this isn't the right website. I want to go to the actual website. I might even be on here somewhere. I was on their calendar last year. Oh, I don't want to scroll all the way through, but I did a presentation there. No, I didn't give the diary to the museum, but I am giving them a digital version. They scanned some of it, and I have to send them the rest. They have a lot of, this is cool, they have a lot of guest books from Anglesey's family. I got to flip through some of those. Like, so that's the people who came to visit the house. They would sign the guest book, and people would put these beautiful illustrations in, and yes, you can visit. It's amazing. I went there, and I got to look through all their like archives and stuff. The director there, it was awesome. I went a couple of times. So what I'm looking for here is, oh, you can take a virtual tour? Guys, this is new. This is cool. This is where Anglesey got married. In this room. And I stood right, oops. Oh, it's gone. What? I stood right here when I made my presentation. And actually, craziness, when I was here that day getting ready for my presentation, Jim sent me the picture of Todd Delaney from the other diary. So like I was so excited to present about this diary, and then I get a text that another diary we've been working on for like a year, that we finally got a picture of the writer that we never thought we'd get. So this is like the room off the side. There used to be a couple of other like additions. There was a porch, there was another section, but like over time they took part of it down. They added more on. This is really cool that they put this up. I'll have to let her know, like, we did a little virtual tour. And a lot of the history of the museum is the Martin family. So Josiah Martin. There were multiple families that lived in this house. I think the Martins were the first people. So a lot of the museum's history is based on them. But the Hewletts were the last ones to live here. Anglesey's grandmother. Oh, look, a person. Why does that look so creepy? Wait, hold on. What's eerie? I stood at a grave of a man I found a photo of last year and it was such a rush. Yes, I know the feeling. Yeah, the floors are cool. They're actually like painted. I forget. It's like a painted rug that was, I don't know if it's original, but I think it's like a recreation of what they actually had there. Look at these floors. I loved like the wide wood. This is where the guest books are. This is like toys. So this room is about the Hewletts. I think that's, yeah, and then this is their dollhouse that they have. That's Rock Hall. Like this is the house in dollhouse form, which is pretty cool. Let's see, where else can we go? And here is like their office. So they don't have that on the map. And I got to go upstairs too. But I guess in the tour we don't go upstairs. But look, we're behind the gate. How cool. This is like old dental tools they have, which I forget like why they have that, but they do. But yeah, upstairs is a very hot attic with a lot of stuff. Ooh. And when Anglesey came here with her family, they didn't sleep in this house. They didn't stay here. This house actually like didn't have electricity for a really long time, like way past the point where electricity was even available. It just didn't. Her grandmother didn't want it. So they stayed, the Hewlett family, the large Hewlett family, Anglesey and her brothers and sisters, stayed in a place called Martin's Lane, which was another house on the property. Now the property is pretty small. There's a school over here, but it used to go all the way to the water. Now it's like broken up by a bunch of streets and it's been like divided and stuff. But there was another big house where Anglesey and her family stayed. Her dad like built it or something, or designed it. Yeah, Mayo asked, are there items from the original house there? I think a lot of those are. A lot of them are also like donated from the family later, like the Hewlett family. I wonder if it's in here. There's a chair. I don't think. There's a chair somewhere that was like Anne, who's Anglesey's sister, her wedding gift or something, but it's, I don't know. Oh, you can go downstairs. Haha, in the basement, they have a little museum going on. This up here, this picture is the windmill where Anglesey went up and smoked with her friends, which is like hilarious. They went and secretly smoked up on the windmill. And a boy named Wally confessed his love to her on the windmill. That windmill burned down. This is their gift shop. Love it. Gotta look through the gift shop. And then over here they've got like, this is pretty cool, all the food storage stuff. They have artifacts, like digs. They found a bunch of old stuff. Because there's even, like, there's a deeper history than even just the Hewletts there. Pretty cool. They had a pie safe, too. I don't know where that is, though. Old stove fireplace. So cool. Oh, the things you would do to have a cellar. Could store all your root vegetables. The entire windmill being gone. Yeah, there's a lot that used to be there. A barn. That Martin's Lane house, a lot of like outbuildings, the windmill. There used to be a porch here. So the reason why I went on this website, sorry, I just went on a total tangent. That was fun though. I did not know they had that. There's a picture. Hold on. The house. I don't want that. I want the pictures. They have like a picture gallery. Oh, they're also building a barn for storage of all of their artifacts, which is cool. It's going to be like a climate controlled thing. The Gilded Age. Anyone watch The Gilded Age? Because they filmed some of The Gilded Age outside of this house. Like, it makes a cameo. I don't know in what episode, because I didn't watch it, because I don't have HBO. I need to watch it, though. I need to find a way to get it. What the heck? That is just really cool, though, that they were featured. Anyways, hold on. I'm trying to find... Sometimes when I'm on here, my eyes just stop working, though. About? No. The house. Calendar? Gallery. There it is. Under calendar. So, I'm going to just scroll through. Because there's a picture from Anglesea's sister's wedding, which takes place in the year that the 1917, the year that the diary was written. Here it is. So this is Anne, her sister. And then Anglesea is one of these people. I think it's her. Because I went through and there was an article that explained all of the people who were in the wedding. And I went through and tried to pair them up with who they are. And this lady who's next to Anne looks like there's a girl named Helen who was the maid of honor, I think. And there's another picture of her that I found, and it matches. I thought this was Anglesea, but it's not. Yep, so that's all of them. They were fancy, yes. All right, I'm getting tired. What day are we on? 22nd? Let's finish this page. And then I think I'm going to go eat and relax. Walk grades on Randolph South, corner 5th to WEO West. Don't know. 5th to 20. Oh, it could be 20. 12. Oh, I bumped my microphone. Sorry. TWEN something. Also, I don't know if this is Av. I would just guess that, but that's just like a scribble. It's like 2. Yeah, I saw it here, TO, but then I didn't see it. I don't know. Lot survey for Mrs. Spencer? Speicher? Speicher? SPEICHER. That's what I think too, Carly. 5th. I don't know. This is like ditto, so I don't know if he's saying like 5th to whatever this is. Oh, I don't know. Could this be west, do you think? Weirdly. This letter is throwing me off. Sorry, this letter is throwing me off. I kind of love how he broke out of cursive and is starting writing chicken scratch. Yeah, I kind of don't love that, but... Oh, you mean like here and he's doing chicken scratch here? When I think of chicken scratch, I think of just like illegible, but yeah. He does. He like changes back and forth between cursive and print. And like different writing utensils he writes differently with. It's nice when he writes in print in pen. I'll just put these things because that's what he wrote. Levels on walk on Wellington. South corner, 5, 2. WE, I think. Lot survey. CH day on South Street, must be. And all of these things take place in the AM, he writes. Okay. 23rd. Yeah, that 2WE makes me think it might be 2 West. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe he just did his T weird. And then this might be Av, or I don't know. There's something else there, but I don't know. May 23rd. Plot of Sans Souci cut off. Oh, he did cut off again. Cut off till noon. In office till 2W end. Oh, yeah. It could be. Oh, to W end, like West End? Possibly. In office till 4. Walk grade on Mullen Ave. Don't know. Lafayette to oh my god, he makes it so hard. Oh, what is this? Sycamore. That's what it is. Oops. SYC, Sycamore. 426. SM Hoff. Something Walter. Gus. Yes, Gus. Thank you. Mayo, you're going to be a big asset to our group. All right, and I guess, why did I... Okay, I took another picture for the 24th. Okay, May 24th, 1906. Sewer grade on 5th at... That's what I see, but I don't know about that. We can look that up after, maybe. B2B. I cannot wait. I need help with fast-paced cursive a lot too. Yes. Well, we're here for you. What I do is, once you're in the Discord, if you want to request a separate little tab for your project, I can make one for you, and then you can send anything you need help with in there. B2B on B. 5th to 4th in AM. Gus and Sam. In PM in office. Everyone is awesome. On everyone in the group. I was answering Mayo's comment. I forget that on YouTube, if people watch later, they can't see the comments, so they just think I'm like randomly saying, everyone's awesome. Everyone in the Diary Detectives is awesome. Mayo said they can't wait to meet everybody. Profiles. Okay. In PM in office. On profiles. Manson's 3rd edition. All right. Yes, the grandma of our group is Nancy, the handwriting expert. How many days we got left? Oh, I feel like I don't know. I'm so tired. I think I'm going to end there. I don't like getting to the point where I can't think, so. Well, good work, friends. We got through most of May. So, next week we'll pick up on May 25th. I wonder too. Mayo, what's the name you want to go on the like little thing that says thank you up here? Do you want it to say Mayo or do you want it to say another name? Mayo is fine. I'll feel really bad if your name is actually Mayo and I'm like, what's your real name? But you can keep that a secret and just tell us in the Diary Detectives. All right. Oh, thank you. Have a good night too, Grandma. Okay, hold on. Let me change this thing before I go. Mayo. Yay. I love getting to add someone else. Secret spilt. Oh no, I did so. Oh, she did. I didn't see. Did you tell me that it's Maya? Well, that's okay. Shh. Oh, you love that. It is a pretty name. Lil Bort, thanks for another fun Thursday. See you next week. See you next week. You're welcome. Thank you for another fun Thursday. Ah, the chat was lively. That's always a good problem to have. Well, Mayo, welcome to the club. Let me know. Are you in the Discord yet? Because if not, just let me know. But message me if you need help. Okay? And Maria, are you in here? Because I want to get you into the Discord too. I feel bad that you have been excluded. You're in. Okay, so are you in? Oh, okay, Carly. Sounds good. Are you in the, Mayo, are you in the, like, Diary Detectives Discord? Or are you in the free one? Because there's a free announcements Discord, and then there's also the bigger one that you have to click on the email to get into. I just want to make sure I can help you with that anyways after too. If you want to, I have a lot of people in the other one, so if you send me just like a DM on Discord, I can make sure that you're in the right, that you have the right role assigned to you to be able to get in. Okay? All right, guys. Yeah, there is, it's a little confusing. There's like two versions. There's the free Discord, which is like where I just send announcements and updates. And then what happens is when you join the Patreon, it opens up like all these other rooms for you. So it's kind of like, it's one Discord channel, but Patreon people get extra stuff. All right. Oh no, I think I saw that you joined with, I think I saw you joined the Diary Detectives. You did. So you should just look at your email. And yeah, Maria, definitely look for an email from Patreon that you would have gotten around the time you signed up. And then if you can't find it, just message me and I will add you manually. Okay? All right, everybody, have a good night. Everyone on YouTube, have a good night. And I'll see you guys next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. Yeah, there should be like a, I don't know what it is, like get your perks button or something in there at the welcome email. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next time.